Bitterness is unique among the basic tastes. Unlike sweetness, sourness, saltiness, and umami, bitterness serves as a warning. It's the tongue's way of saying, hey, this might be dangerous.
From an evolutionary perspective, this makes perfect sense. Many toxins found in nature possess a bitter taste. Our ancestors who were more sensitive to bitterness survived and passed on their genes.
But while we're programmed to avoid extreme bitterness, we've learned to appreciate it in moderation. Think about the sharp tang of coffee, the pleasant bite of dark chocolate, or the refreshing bitterness of a crisp IPA. These flavors add complexity and depth to our culinary experiences. Bitterness isn't a monolithic sensation. Just as there's a spectrum of sweetness, from the delicate flavor of honeydew melon to the intense sweetness of dates, there's a diverse world of bitter flavors. Some, like those found in cruciferous vegetables like broccoli and Brussels sprouts, are relatively mild. Others, like the potent bitterness of unsweetened cocoa powder or black coffee, are much more pronounced. This diversity stems from the wide array of chemical compounds that can elicit a bitter response.
Alkaloids, a class of naturally occurring organic compounds, are a major source of bitterness. Caffeine in coffee, theobromine in chocolate, and quinine in tonic water are all alkaloids that contribute to these beverages' characteristic bitter notes. Another group of bitter compounds are glucosinolates, found in cruciferous vegetables. Glucosinolates are thought to have health benefits, including anti-cancer properties.
Understanding the different sources of bitterness allows us to appreciate the nuances of this complex taste and make informed choices about the foods we consume. When we talk about hot peppers, we're actually talking about their pungency, a sensation of burning or pain rather than actual heat. This pungency is measured using the Scoville scale, invented by American pharmacist Wilbur Scoville in 1912. The scale measures the concentration of capsaicinoids responsible for their fiery kick. The most well-known capsaicinoid is capsaicin itself.
The Scoville scale is based on a sensory test with a panel of tasters. The degree of dilution is expressed in Scoville heat units, or SHU. Pure capsaicin clocks in at 16 million SHU. A bell pepper has a rating of 0 SHU. Jalapenos range from 2,500 to 8,000 SHU. Habaneros can reach 350,000 SHU.
The Scoville scale provides a useful framework for understanding and comparing the heat levels of different peppers.
Section 4. The body's response to spice. When we eat something spicy, capsaicin binds to receptors on nerve cells in our mouth and tongue called TRPV1 receptors. These receptors are responsible for sensing heat and pain. Usually, they're activated by actual heat, like touching a hot stove. But capsaicin has a unique ability to trigger these receptors without any actual thermal stimulation, tricking our brains into perceiving heat even though there's no change in temperature. This activation of TRPV1 receptors triggers a cascade of physiological responses. Blood vessels dilate, leading to increased blood flow and a feeling of warmth or flushing. Sweat glands are activated, attempting to cool down the perceived burn. Endorphins, the body's natural painkillers, are released, producing a feeling of euphoria or a runner's high. This combination of sensations is what gives spicy food its characteristic kick, and can be both pleasurable and painful at the same time.
Section 5. Bitterness and the brain. The brain plays a crucial role in how we perceive bitterness. Bitter compounds bind to taste receptors, sending signals to the gustatory cortex. The brain interprets these signals, considering intensity, past experiences, and cultural context. Taste processing regions overlap with those for pain and reward. Endorphins from capsaicin activate reward pathways, making spicy food pleasurable.
Section 6. Bitterness, a world of flavor. Bitterness, often perceived as a warning signal, holds a captivating duality. It's both a deterrent and a delight, a testament to the intricate relationship between our senses, evolution, and cultural influences. From the bitter compounds in coffee and chocolate to the fiery kick of chili peppers, bitterness adds depth and complexity to our culinary experiences. Understanding the science behind bitterness allows us to appreciate the nuances of this unique taste. The Scoville scale, while subjective, helps us navigate the world of spicy foods, while the body's physiological responses to capsaicin reveal the intricate interplay between pain, pleasure, and reward. By embracing bitterness, we unlock a world of flavor waiting to be explored. So go ahead, challenge your palate, experiment with different bitter foods, and savor the complexity that bitterness brings to the table.